Hello Prep 1, today we will take the Unit 1, Lesson 2, Comparing and Ordering the Rational Numbers. Warm up a Prep 1. Write each mixed number as an improper fractions. 1 with 3 over 4. We change into improper fractions. Remember with me. Denominator time 1 plus 3. 4 times 1 plus 3. Okay? Denominator time whole number plus numerator. 4 times 1 plus 3 equal 7 over 4. Okay? We write the same denominator. Okay? 4 times 1 plus 3, 7 over 4. Another example. 8 times 2 plus 7. 8 times 2 plus 7. Okay? Then equal 23 over 8. Another example. Number 3. 6 times 1 plus 5. 6 times 1 plus 5. Then 6 times 1 equals 6 plus 5 equal what? Equal 11 over 6. Now, the last examples. 12 times 8 plus 1. 12 times 8 plus 1 equal 97 over 12. 97 over 12. Now, which is greater? 7 over 9 or 2 over 9. This is two fractions. We won't compare between them. We studied this lesson in the primary 4 and primary 5 and primary 6. When two fractions have the same denominator, just compare the numerator. Now, 7 over 9 more than or greater than 2 over 9. هما equal denominator. Because 7 greater than 2. Then 7 over 9 greater than 2 over 9. We studied this lesson before. Compare the fractions where write less than or more than. 7 over 9 and 5 over 8. Now we have equal numerator? Of course no. Equal denominator? Of course no. Then, which step we are using? The LCM of the denominator 9 and 8 is 72. Type. Okay. Then, should be equivalent denominator before start compare between different fractions. We can't compare أصلا between two fractions if the denominator are different. Then write equivalent fractions with a 72 as the denominator. 7 over 9 equal, يبقى we want equivalent of denominator. هو ايه LCM? 9 times 8 equals 72. Then 7 times 8 over 9 times 8. Okay? 7 times 8 equal 56 over 72. Another fraction. 5 over 8 should be multiplied denominator which number multiplied by which number equals 72? Multiplied by 9. Then 8 times 9 with 5 times 9. 5 times 9 equal 40. 5 over 9 times 8 equals 72. Then the two fractions are equal denominator. Then we can compare between them. Compare the numerators. Okay? Then 56 over 72 more than 45 over 72 يا prep 1. طيب this is the property of fractions. يعني remember with me, if we multiply denominator with any number should be multiplying numerator with the same number. The next fractions, the same property. We use the property of fractions. Okay, if we multiply the denominator with number should be multiplied the numerator with the same numbers. Okay? That's meaning we multiply both numerator and denominator with 8. This is the property of fractions. Then if we can equivalent denominator, then we can compare between denominator. If we can equivalent denominator, we can compare between a numerator. Then 56 more than 45. Then 7/9 greater than 5/8. Fine. Compare the fractions. Write greater than or less than or equal. Now, -2/5 or -3/7. Okay, before start answer, ask yourself, this is equal denominator or equal numerator? Of course, no. Both fractions can be written with a denominator of 35. Then 5 times 7 equal 35. Then we can multiply denominator with what? Which number equals 35? Okay. Write equivalent fractions with a 35 as a denominator. Put the negative sign in the numerators. Don't forget, please, don't forget a negative sign. Okay. -2/5 equal negative. We multiply numerator and denominator, multiply by 7. We said before, if we multiply the denominator with number, should be multiplied numerator with the same number. Then -2 times 7/5 times 7 equal -14/35. Fine. Another fraction, -3/7 multiply numerator, multiply by what? 2 equal 35 multiplied by 5. Then -3 times 5/7 times 5 equal -15/35. Now we can compare between them. Okay? -14/35 more than -15/35. This is an integer number or negative numbers. Okay? Now -2/5 more than -3/7. This example, compare the decimal and write more than and less than. How we can compare between decimal? We studied this lesson as a primary 4 and 5. Okay? This is a decimal numbers. We compare between them. Line up the decimal points. How? Should be write decimal number under each other. Okay? The tenses and hundreds are the same. Equivalent. هنا the tenses under the tens numbers, hundreds and under the hundreds numbers, وال7 thousands under thousands number. Then we can compare between them. Compare the thousands. Okay, 4 equal 4, 2 equal 2, 7 and 5. This is difference between them. Then, which is the greatest decimal number? Then is 7 greater than 5. 7 greater than 5. Then, since 0.007 greater than 0.005, then 0.427 greater than 0.425. Another example, order 3/5, 0.84 and 0.7 from least to greatest, ascending order. Now we can't arrange these numbers at ascending order or from least number to greatest number if one of these numbers fractions and another decimal. No, we can't ordering. Change the fractions. We can change the fraction. Write as a decimal with the same number of places. Okay, 3/5. If you multiply, if you want to change any fractions into decimal, should be denominator equal 10, 100 or thousands. Then which number multiplied by 5 equal 10 or 100 or 1000 multiplied by 2? The property of fractions of multiply denominator by 2 should be multiply numerator with the same number also by 2. 3 times 2 equals 6, 5 times 2 equals 10. 6 over 10 equals 0.6. But we write 0 to equivalent the number of decimal place for each decimal numbers. Okay. 0.84 equal 0.84 اللي هي ايه فيها hundredths digits وهنا we write 0 to to equivalent the number of decimal place. طيب ال 0.7 we write 0 to to equivalent decimal ال hundreds of كلهم يكونوا hundredths decimal place. Now we can compare our order of this decimal numbers. Graph the numbers on the number line. We can use the number line to ordering. We have a number line from 0 to 1. Why from 0 to 1? لأن decimal number less than 1 and greater than 0. Then 0.8, 0.81, 0.82, 0.83, 0.84. Then this number is the greatest decimal numbers. Okay? And 0.6 وهنا 0.7. Then which is the least number or the least decimal number? Compare the decimal in the order. يعني we can compare without using the number line. يعني if we write this decimal number under each other, look at the decimal numbers. 0.6. This is the least decimal number. بعدين 0.70 و 0.84 is the greatest decimal number. يبقى 0.60 less than 0.70 less than 0.84. From least to greatest the numbers 3 over 5 هو least number 0.7 0.84. Find 3 rational numbers between two fractions. This is very important example and very easy steps. If we have two fractions and we want to find the rational number between them, should be equivalent denominator. This is the first step, your prep 1. Okay, should be equivalent denominators. The LCM for these two fractions is 15. Then, with the same steps, 4 over 5 equal, multiply by 3 equal what? 12 over 5. Fine. The next fraction, 2 over 3 multiplied by 5, and both the numerator and denominator, equal 2 times 5 and 3 times 5, equal 10 over 15. 10 over 15. Now the two fraction are هنا equal denominator. Then we can find the 3 rational number between them. How? Write equivalent fractions with a 15 as a denominator. Okay, we add 0 of denominator and number. This is very important steps to find the rational number between any two fractions. This is very important steps. We write 0 in both the numerator and denominator for the two fractions. Like يبقى for these fractions 10 we write 0 في النumerator تبقى 100. We write 0 في denominator 150. Another fraction when هو ده يعني the same. يعني if we write the smallest fractions وبعد كده greatest fractions we write 0 in both numerator and denominator. We write 0 in numerator and denominator يبقى 100 over 150 120 over 150. Okay, now we can write any 3 rational number between them. Any 3 rational number. يعني 101 over 150 102 over 150 103 over 150. Okay, يعني someone maybe write 110 111 112 the same. Okay, if we want to find rational number between any number of rational number between two fractions, in the first step you prep 1 equivalent denominator. Okay, by multiply the numerator and denominator with numbers to equivalent denominators. After we finish equivalent denominator, we can put 0 in the numerator and denominator, and we can find the rational number between two fractions. I hope everyone can understand this lesson. Thank you for good listening. Primary prep one, sorry.